Hi, Anna. I'm very
Hi,
happy to have this conversation with you. Thank you for sharing your story.
you're welcome. I'm very happy to be here and I'm trying to help anybody.
Thank you. Do you mind answering some questions about your diagnosis? When were you diagnosed? How long you been living with MS?
Sure. Well, my diagnosis from 2016, but I think I was having symptoms since, I don't know, 2 to 3 years before that. So for me right now, it's like 10 years I'm living with it.
Did you have any symptoms before?
Oh, yes, I started with dizziness, balance issues, just a little, and doctors keep telling me I was anxiety, a lot of stress. They gave me pills, of course, a lot of them. At the time, I took everything they told me to, but I was getting worse with the small symptoms. And in 2016, during June, was a lot of hot and I got numb in my right side. I went to the doctor and I got my diagnosis.
Where was this? Where are you from, actually?
Lisbon, Portugal.
Lisbon, Portugal. Okay.
Yes,
So do you have any symptoms right now?
I have fatigue sometimes, not always, and I have some balance issues sometimes. When I'm a little more tired, they got worse. They get worse, of course. And what else? It's just dizziness sometimes. Dizziness, balance, fatigue.
How long
So
it took you, how long it took you to overcome this diagnosis?
mentally, emotionally.
Both.
I guess I went 2 years in denial.
Okay.
So I stopped working. I used to be a graphic designer in daily newspapers here in Portugal. I stopped working, but I didn't change much in my life. I was a smoker. I was drinking wine every night. So I did the same. So 2 years past my diagnosis, and I went with a very big relapse. So by that time, 2 years, I noticed I have to do something. Oh, and I did medication the first year, so I was getting a little worse. With me with that medication
May I ask
and
what was the medication?
interferon. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yes, you have to give your like a vaccine
Yeah,
every 2 weeks. So I did, and I went to bed one week. Then the other week I was okay. Then I was doing again. So it was a very bad year, and I was getting worse and with a lot of symptoms, or at least I was not getting better. I'm
yeah.
not sure if I was worse, but I was not better. And so 2 years I had a relapse and I said, okay, let's change something. And that began my journey with the food and something. But I didn't change all the things. So after 2 years again, another relapse. And by that time, I noticed I have to do something. And I did. And I started doing for real.
So tell me about all these changes you made. I'm very curious.
Well, in the beginning is the natural thing about the gluten, dairy,
Yeah.
and what else? Sugar, of course. That's the three main. So that's what I did in the beginning. Then I stopped smoking. Then I stopped. Much later, I stopped drinking the wine. And in 2022. I started BBD slash walls protocol,
Okay.
and I mixed things. And that when I had my first exam without new lesions or any inflammation or any activity on the MS first time. And now it's almost 10 months that I'm doing a kind of carnivore diet. Actually, it's a PKD, the paleo medicine diet slash GAPS diet. I'm mixing a little also.
Okay, so you basically eat meat, veggies, fruit, and
No, meat and fat.
only meat and fat.
Fat.
Okay.
Because it's for 10 months now, and I'm going to do, I mean, it's not forever, of course. I will be doing, I want to do 1 year, and then I'm going to start to introduce some things.
Okay. Just because you mentioned paleo, that's why I thought that there are some veggies in your diet as well.
Oh,
But
yeah. But this is PKD, paleo, keto diet. This one is really just meat and fat for a while. I mean, the idea, depending on the person, of course, is for you to be without any symptom, and
yeah,
then you start to add things. So it's you give time for you to heal your gut. So the time can be 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, we don't know.
yes.
For me, I'm not without symptoms, so I'm not for sure.
I think I'm still healing my gut after 6 years.
I know. Yeah, and every time we change something, the gut can get worse or better. We never know. So
Yeah. And did you change anything else other than diet?
yes, exercise, mindfulness, a lot of therapy, a lot of massage. I mean, I do all I
Good.
can. I keep increasing and giving. For example, for mindfulness, like meditation and breath work, I'm always adding, because I one thing that I notice is when I'm still, my central nervous system is it's not calm yet. So I know I have a work to do still. And maybe it's a work forever. I don't know.
It's probably forever. We are here to learn for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. So I started for just, I don't know, 5 minutes meditation, and now I understand I need more and I want more, and the body is asking for more. And I try to do massage. I try to do some sauna sometimes. I keep doing things not every weeks, but I try to change a little. And the exercise I do almost every day.
What kind of exercise?
I do yoga. Now I'm a yoga teacher, and I do yoga and Pilates.
When you say now, did you get your certificate after your MS diagnosis?
When I was having my diagnosis,
Oh, wow.
because I was doing the teaching training,
Yes,
and when I had my first relapse and I went to the hospital, I was in the middle of my teaching training.
I
I
see.
was working in my daily newspaper, but I was studying at the same time.
Now that you probably look back, do you ever think what caused your MS? Like what's responsible for your diagnosis?
A lot of things. That is not just one thing. But I was living in, like, if I was in the middle of a war. Since
Inside in your body.
no, even outside, by yeah, inside for sure, but even outside, because the way I was dealing with life.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I believe that a lot of the stress we have, it's because we give it to ourselves. We don't live life in a state calmer. We get in this confusion all the time. And I was working a lot, and so was stress with work. Then I got married, was the marriage. Then I mean, you can blame everything in life, right? So, and since I was a child. I think there are always things that happen to us that can cause us some kind of stress.
They say
And
not the stress that coming to our life, but the way how we manage them. That's the crucial
yeah,
part. And even me, I don't feel like I was educated enough how to manage stress. Like we were
sure.
told that stress is doesn't exist. You just have to push through,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah. Or we think that stress is something from only outside that comes, so you can go away and walk away, and it's not true. I see myself creating my own stress in my life that now it's very calm with things like in the kitchen I have to do this, and then I say stop. You're creating stress to yourself. Come on, it's just a cake or whatever, or it's just cooking, or so that's the thing. That's a work in progress, and for sure.
Do you feel like you probably changed a lot since your diagnosis, but do you feel like your symptoms improved?
Oh, what? I was not moving all my right side. My first, when I was diagnosed, I was having difficult walking. So yeah, absolutely. When I started a more ketogenic diet, well, I mean Walls and BBD, that's that diet, that it's a low carb diet, that's when I started improving for sure. I mean, was a major difference in my body. I stopped smoking and drinking the wine and eating the bread and eating the chips and the things. So yeah, that makes all the difference, and with zero medication.
Yes, I was about to ask you, you are
Yes,
still not on medication and your
yes,
symptoms since 9 years ago, they improved and you
yes,
feel day by day better and better despite
yeah,
the doctors telling us that this is a progressive disease and it's
yeah,
going to get worse and worse. You are reversing it and feeling better and better. That's amazing.
yeah, for sure. It's true. And my first doctor, he told me, look, what you lost at this point, like walking or something with my hand, I was not able to write well. He said it's forever, and it's not. It's not true. Well, it wasn't with me, so
I don't think it's true with
yeah,
anybody. You just have to believe the
yeah,
opposite.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And trust that the body can heal, really. In fact, it just need the help we can give to our body is just not to give things that is going to make him worse. That's the only thing. Then it can heal alone. Yeah.
Do you listen to your body?
I try to sometimes. I mean, we are we grow up like living life really fast, so sometimes we don't stop to listen. Now, because I'm older, I tend to do more, but everything is a work in progress in this kind of thing. Uh, so yes, at this point, I do a little more. Yeah. Well, I try to. for
Yes.
e- for example, uh, when I'm with friends, I get a little more tired. Social stuff, and I was always pushing myself to stay because I want to be with people. I want to stay in the party. I want to,
Fit in.
but yeah, and I want to be like everyone else, but I'm not. I mean, it's not that I'm special. It's not that I'm sick. It's not that, but I really have a condition that I have to take care like a baby. It's a baby. So like my central system, nervous system it's a small baby, and I have to take care. There's a point he has to sleep. So that the things that I do at this point, it's beginning. I'm the beginning of doing that a lot.
Do you know a lot of people with MS?
I know a few, yeah. Because I give classes, yoga classes, and I try to uh, give some to MS people with MS, and yes, there's a community, and there's always a lot of people who knows other people, and we are so many at this point, right?
Isn't that scary? I'm sure
Yeah.
when you were diagnosed 9 years ago, it wasn't as
No,
frequent, or
no,
maybe
no.
people weren't as open about their diagnosis.
Yeah, no, no, and there wasn't that many people diagnosed. No, for sure. Like me, past 2 to 3 years, I was having symptoms, and no, no, you're fine. It's okay. So that, like me, a lot of people. Yeah.
And how are those people? Are they improving? Do you see any pattern?
Um, I don't want to talk that much about the the stuff about the medication, but the thing is, to be honest, the people I see better are those who don't do any kind of medication. That's what I see.
Because those people probably feel like they have so much responsibility. They have to
Yeah,
do themselves, changing their diet, taking care of themselves.
yeah, probably because, but I do know people who are doing medication and they are good also. So let's say this. But the thing is, that I know much more people doing meds that they are not that good. But maybe it's because what you say, it's people that don't take care of what they eat, what they drink, what the mindfulness, the stress. They don't manage all those things for sure. Yeah. So it's a balance of a lot of things. I'm not sure.
Yes. Why are you sharing your story?
Well, because in the beginning, when I got my diagnosed, I was, well, social media was not this world that we live at this point. So I went first really alone, really scared. And for 2 years, I thought it was the end of my life, as I know it, at least. And I was really, really, I got depressed and I needed some help. And I want to give hope for those who are diagnosed at this point. You hope, and you have the power on this. That's the big message that I didn't know. I thought I'm going to be hosted by doctors going to get in charge with my life, and that was really scared. And that's not true at all.
Yes. Do you have any fear about the future? Not especially because you're not on medication.
No.
That was a
No,
quick answer.
no, 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 because not really. One thing that in the past, I don't know, 3 years, especially in the last 3 years, is that I feel and I know that I have power over this. I do have power, but I have to do the work. But I have that power. I mean, it's not like this is going to happen. No, no, no. It's not true about that. Um, And no, I don't have any fear because I felt in my body how better I am from 5 years ago, and I was not taking any meds.
And
So
you recovered, and probably that's what gives you strength, that once you feel you kind of know what triggered it and you know how to take care of yourself.
yes, yes, it's not a straight path. I mean, sometimes there's some ups and downs, and I'm not sure why. I don't, I cannot say, and I don't understand all, but overall it's better at this point. It's good. I'm okay.
Mm.
I
Uh,
want to be better.
yeah, I think it's what's inside of us and what we really want. We can achieve it, we can accomplish it. We just have to believe in it. So tell me, what kind of mindfulness techniques are you using?
Well, I do
Have any
breath.
specific teachers you listen to?
I use an app. Well, I take yoga classes,
Yeah.
and I use a Pilates app that has a yoga teacher also, and she has some videos of breath work and meditation, and I use them. And I use Headspace. daily, twice a day, most of the times. And breath work, I do all kinds of, depending how I feel.
Mm.
But I do twice a day, in the morning and in the evening before I go to bed.
I love morning and evening meditations. I feel
Mm,
like those are especially the mornings one, kind of set your day and your mood. And
yeah, yeah.
the other day, my son is like, "Mommy, you look so calm. Did you meditate?" I'm like, "Yes."
Yeah, and the mood gets better, and also you can set the intentions for the day. And I mean, yeah, I love it also. It's very good.
And how is do you feel like your friendships, is your family supportive with
Oh,
this?
yes, yes. I'm married, and my family, also my husband and my mother and my parents, all, yeah, very supportive. Actually, because I eat always different, and I'm in this life that is different from people around me. But yeah, they are very supportive. My husband, especially, because today we are going to eat, I don't know, bananas. For this month, it's all about bananas, and it goes for it. So
That's
now it's
amazing.
all, yeah, now it's all about meat. Okay, let's do it. So,
I love that attitude because I know a lot of people are having difficulties changing their diet because of the household they live in. Like it's hard to match everybody. So I love that your
yeah.
husband is just very
Yeah.
easygoing.
Yeah. No, I'm very lucky for sure. Yeah, and yes, that's I mean, I think everyone with MS diagnosis should talk to the family and say, look, it's very, very important to be supportive. I don't know. My husband still eats bread and pasta and other things that I don't eat. And of course, I don't want him to be out of the life just because, and he drinks wine every day. So there's a work I have to do it, but there's the support of the family. It's really, really important. And yeah, I'm lucky for sure
Hmm.
about that. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. Is there anything else you want to share with somebody who was just newly diagnosed?
Uh, Immediately take care of food, of stress, help, get help. I mean, good therapy. I even because the dog died 10 years ago and I was sad, we have to deal with that. Sit down with somebody that can help you to deal with every shit we have since we are babies. And the food, it's very important, and mindfulness. Yeah, for me, I think it's what I can say to people.
I love that you said therapies first because I feel like that's the most important thing. Also,
Mm,
one of the most important thing is there is, I feel like that's number one reason why we have this diagnosis. There is an undiscovered trauma that we probably
mm,
don't look at it the way we should, and that caused
mm.
over
Yes,
the
definitely.
inflammation in our bodies.
Yeah, I did it. Well, in the beginning, I was doing every weeks, but I go to the therapy for 10 years now. So yeah, it's very important for everything, everything. Not just because you got a very tough diagnosis, but because you have a lot in your life to
Yeah,
deal with. Everybody does, so yeah,
yeah, true.
it's
Thank
very
you so
important.
much. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
again. I hope I see you again soon. Thank
Yeah,
you.
me too. Thank you.